Alright, so sorry about that. We will be jumping actually into a so basically, we are jumping actually into a separate game. This is because the original match we were gonna play, the players didn't like being spectated, at least from what I understand the scenario. So, if you notice that this is different players that normally align on this team, then that's why we had to change our plans last minute. Not enough time for me to go through and edit all the text. Probably was actually just.
We're going hard on that. He's scared we're going to see some get an advantage. And I was like, it's a 3 minute delay.
Yeah. There's also, the players are just on the opponent's team were worried about whether or not we could get an advantage from seeing their match. However, for those of you who are looking to stream your players' League of Legends matches, and we have ours on a projector over here actually, so if I'm doing stuff on the stream, we can still see the game. Understand that when you're spectating a League of Legends match, there is a 2 to 3 minute minimal delay. So there is spectator delay. You've seen me sitting here on the stream, waiting for the delay. Alright, so with that out of the way, we are going into the terms that I normally do at the beginning of the video. However, spectator issues, we'll all be going over these now. Alright, so the first thing is that League of Legends is a MOBA. A MOBA is a multiplayer battle arena. This means that players are spread out on teams in a arena or a map. And of course, the map that Esports plays on for League of Legends is known as Summoner's Rift. Summoner's Rift is the standard map of 3 lanes and a jungle in the middle. Each lane has a corresponding player or character archetype, which has certain types of damage. For example, top lane are only going to be your tanky characters, and they're most always going to be melee. There are a few exceptions. There are some ranged top laners. Like Alawi here's got a little bit of range with her abilities. And then next up is middle lane. Middle is going to be reserved for assassins and mage characters. These are mainly also ranged. These are ranged. Most lanes are ranged except for the top lane. Of course, mages and assassins. So right now we got a Lux and a Kali down the middle. Bottom lane is a very unique lane because it's the only lane that has 2 characters in it at least always during the laning phase. This, of course, is going to be your ADC, aka your attack damage carry. These characters are going to be the ones that rely on their normal auto attacks over their abilities for their damage. Of course, for example, right down here we have Gangplank. And Vayne, as this team as the ADCs for this game, as well as the support. And the support's purpose, of course, is to keep that ADC alive and get that ADC killed. That way the ADC can do what we call is get fed, and basically that just means they have a lot of kills under their belt, and they're usually going to be up in levels a bit more. Finally, we have the jungle area, and the jungle area is and the jungle area is reserved for your jungler, obviously. The jungler is probably the widest archetype of characters. These characters are really good at clearing what we call jungle camps, as well as ganking lanes, which once again, this is terminology I'll go over once we get into ganking phase. Keep in mind that League of Legends has 3 phases in its game. The very first phase is going to be laning phase. Right now we are in laning phase. This is normally for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the match. And in laning phase, characters are going to be sticking to their assigned lanes. You're not going to see a whole lot of ganking. It's just going to be a lot of basic just clearing up the waves, trying to get as early as a push on the turrets as possible. Next phase we'll be going into after this will be called ganking phase. Ganking phase, of course, is when characters start to rotate. You start to see the jungler come out of the jungle a lot more frequently. And this is where a lot of kills are also racked up. And then the final phase of the game will, of course, be team fight phase. Team fight phase is not the shortest phase of the game, however, it's the most detrimental. Because this is like where teams are going for the final push, and this is normally the phase of the game, actually it is the phase of the game, where the match ends. So once again, we're laning. Laning, not a whole lot of action is going to happen. We can actually go over the characters in each lane, see what they're playing. For the top laners, we have for the blue team, which for VBHS on the blue team, we got a Urgot. Urgot is one of the few top laners, well, mainstream. Now what? Oh no!
You forgot to change the thing.
I did, didn't I?
Yep. It's alright.
Okay. It's always something.
It's always up.
It's always something. You fix it.
No. You show this. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh my god, I can hear myself from here. I'm just trying to push the mic back right now. I'm just trying to like push this back.
Minimize that.
Minimize the screen.
Yeah, no, this. Oh, right here. Right here. There you go.
That slows it down.
Oh, never mind. Whoa.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to see that with the border.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see it today. There it goes. It's gone. It went away.
Alright, that's because I was hovering over it. Stream issues. Ah. I love doing this because I get to figure out all the mistakes before people who come after me figure out these mistakes. And I get to be the one that's like, hey, make sure you do that. Because, dude, streaming, so much fun. Anyways, once again, laning phase. I'm sorry, wow. Alright, something's happening over there. Anyways, so laning phase, not a whole lot's gonna happen. I apologize for that. I didn't realize until one of my coaches came over and was like, there's no gameplay? Oops. My bad. But I thought I would take this chance to talk about the Fortnite tournament that's coming up that VBHS is hosting. As long as you live in the River Valley area, you are allowed to participate in this event. Just understand that you will be required to come down to the high school to participate in this tournament. Keep in mind that when you sign up for this tournament's initial fee is going to be $20. There's not going to be any more fees after that, sorry. But the fee for this tournament is $20, and 10% of the proceeds will be going to the food bank. So if you really enjoy Fortnite and you feel like helping out for a really good cause, feel free to participate in our Fortnite tournament. Keep in mind that the rest of the fees for this tournament will be going to the players of esports. Hopefully to get some better equipment, maybe get some co-hosts in here. We're trying to make this program really big because this is of course going to be the future of sports. Keep in mind that when you sign up for the tournament, you feel free to bring a controller and hook it up to the computer. This happened last week too. I talked for like 5 minutes on the stream and realized the microphone was muted. Glad it's not that issue this time. Try to switch it. I'm sorry, I guess we didn't. So from the looks of it, we're actually ahead in CS right now. Looks like Urgot's actually mega kill here with the team up of the Alawi and the Kane. Oh. Will Urgot die? See here? Actually, no! Urgot had the double kill. Despite the fact that Alawi and Kane had teamed up to try and take him down, he did beat both of them. We actually have a Yumi down for support on the red team. I'm sorry, I'm going to be referring to red and blue because we switched the teams you're spectating last minute. It was I'm standing there, and it's like, hey, just spectating this team, and I'm like, okay. So I didn't have time to prep all my information like I normally do. Oh well. We actually are seeing some gameplay of Senna. I actually haven't seen Senna in game yet, and she's actually I believe the newest champion out in League. There's actually a new champion coming out. He's currently in the beta test phase. I don't remember his name, but he's extremely complicated. So if you like characters that are really complicated and have a lot of gimmicks, feel free to check out this new champion that's coming out. His whole motif is rotations of the moon, phases of the moon. And he's different because unlike most champions where they have abilities to level up in League of Legends, they level up their skills. So they level up like their attack and their defense stats. They level up their stats. It's really different. They have 4 weapons they cycle through, and depending on which weapon is equipped and which one is on their back, their ultimate will be different. So it's an interesting, the mountain rises. Alright, so this is actually one of the things that was just introduced recently with Rise of the Elements, the preseason update to League of Legends. In Rise of the Elements, depending on Drakes and their deaths and their lives, the terrain of the map will be changed. So right now, we are in the Mountain Drake terrain. When the Mountain Drake takes effect, there are going to be more walls spawning into the map. Of course, once again, there are different effects depending on which Drake it is. For example, if it's the Infernal, all brush will be burned and walls will be destroyed in the jungle. If it's the Wind Drake, or Cloud Drake, sorry, then, train of thought, Cloud, wind tunnels will spawn in and give all characters speed boosts that run through the jungle. If it's ocean, then there'll be actually more foliage for characters to hide in. Alright, so it looks like we're actually maybe getting a team fight to break out here. This Vayne is actually running. This Yumi's almost dead. Looks like the Vayne did manage to get away, sadly. Good job. Alright, let's see here. So Lux had the lead lane to help out with that Vayne. So much is going on right now. Let's see what they're all making. I wish I had my statistics, but I don't. I don't have my statistics. Alright, so Senna came from behind, and it looks like we're going to get a kill in the Vayne, and then we also got a double kill on that Yumi. This is actually really good. Actually, they have the combo of Lucian. This was my issue last week too, of Lucian and Senna. These two characters are actually, lore-wise, these two characters are together. And once again, the lore of League of Legends is fascinating. And you can honestly start anywhere with any champion, and each champion's descriptive bio is going to give you some more lore. So let's say you can just like choose a region where characters come from, and then you can just read up on that region, and then switch regions and read up there. There are, I believe, 5 in League of Legends. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert on the lore. There are some phenomenal YouTube channels that go over the lore of League. It's probably one of the things that actually make me love this game even more, because normally I'm a very RPG person. And whenever I found out there's like really deep lore in this game, and that character's emotes and the lines they give reference this lore, it just made me love this game even more. Go check out the lore of League. We may have actually representatives, now we have representatives from all over actually. So yeah, the regions in League are very, very fast and broad, and it's very interesting lore. It looks like Urgot's going to get a lot of push on this turret here, while that Allow is out. He actually may even take out the turret. Oh, nope. That menu may stop him from doing that. Lux and Senna are also pushing up this turret. However, Kane came in. However, we have 4 players in the mid lane now. Akali's running away, and we're going to get the first turret. Oh wait, no, we're not. When did that happen? The first one destroyer was actually in bottom lane. I get distracted. I get distracted by pretty pictures and lore. Yeah. So it actually looks like we're going to get a lot more damage on a turret too. We may actually get 2 in 1 lane, which would be really great. We also got a kill in the Vayne. Yumi's on the run. She may attach to Kane, who's coming up here. Actually, yes, it looks like she did attach to Kate. There she goes. Let's see here. Going back to here. Alright, so it looks like we have 2 turrets down the middle. That is actually a really good lead for us, because now our minions can push really far up, and it's going to take some work to push the minion wave back down. And it also means that they're probably going to have somebody stationed here at this turret to keep the minions off. This is actually a phenomenal advantage for us, and it's really good that we got this. It looks like they're setting up to take out Alawi and push down that final turret up top, with Lux waiting to gank. There it goes in Lux. She rooted the Alawi. Urgot took out that turret, and it's free for them to move in on her now. Alawi's actually going to be moving down towards our turrets. So let's go over here. Alawi's actually going to be using one of the new features because of Rise of the Elements, which is these little side canals here. So let's see here, there goes Alawi. We got a really good push up top right now, guys. Alright, it looks like the opponent team has decided to, for the majority of them, come down middle. Looks like Vayne and Yumi are going to be moving back bot, and it looks like we're going to take the Rift. Actually, this is the Rift Herald. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the Rift Herald. We're taking the Rift Herald. I'm sorry. I have a really bad habit of getting Rift Herald very national praise. Basically, we killed the Rift. When you kill the Rift Herald, you gain the Rift Herald's Eye, and using the Rift Herald's Eye, you can actually spawn in, and it looks like we actually summoned a Rift Herald up top. So it's actually going to, you're going to see it here, do its charge attack, and the Heralds do a lot of damage to turrets. However, there's only one that you can get per match. And whatever team gets it is normally going to be able to push a lot. So it looks like we may actually get another turret dive. Alright, here it goes. So we have 3 turrets destroyed up top. We're pushing down the 3rd in the middle, and we only got 1 down and bottom. However, we have phenomenal pushes up top. Looks like a team fight is breaking out right here. Urgot's actually taking a lot of damage. However, Vayne was killed, and that was their main damage. There goes the Kane. It looks like they may be able to get a root here. Nope. Okay. So our team has invaded their base fully. It looks like we may be taking the first inhibitor. Now, inhibitors are very important to this game, because without an inhibitor, what we call super minions are gonna spawn. And super minions, basically, they're minions, but a lot. Hey, Juliana, wait for me, I gotta finish spectating this. So, we're gonna see here, there goes the next inhibitor. Alright, so here comes, alright, so it looks like this may be the final push of the game. Moving out here, there goes Kane. We may get a push down on this turret here. Looks like Alawi's going to try and move in. Vayne's, of course, just going to try and keep up her poke. Of course, now Alawi's special abilities did end up killing and shutting down the Urgot. There goes Vayne, though. Udyr's moving in as well. May be able to get a kill on the Alawi. There goes Alawi. Looks like this will be the end of Akali as well. And there goes Yumi. This is a triple kill. Alright. So, it looks like this may be the final push of the game. Alright, so it looks like Kane's moving in. Did manage to get a shutdown on the Senate, however, he was aced by the Lucian. I've heard it pronounced so many ways, I don't even know anymore. I'm pretty sure it's Lucian. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Alright, so it looks like our players will be back in here. Urgot may be able to take out this turret by himself. Yep, there it goes. Urgot's probably going to back. Oh, wait, no, he's staying. Urgot actually may be able to take the Nexus all by himself. And, of course, this will be the finishing blow to the opponent's team. Alright, so here we go. That's me. Urgot's moving in, and it looks like this will be it for this match. Alright, there goes Senna's abilities. Actually, I believe that was her ultimate. I haven't played enough as Senna to know her abilities inside and out, but that was a double kill from the Urgot before he was, well, killed. Looks like Kane here may be able to maybe taken out by minions. It looks like he lived. Macaulay's going to try and clear this wave. However, Udir's in, and it looks like Udir's about to take Nexus. Lucian's also moving in. They may be able to get another kill. However, if they focus on Nexus, there it goes. That was the match. Alright. So I'm going to set up and get ready for the next match. See you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. So, so once again, we had to change last second who we were spectating. However, this time, our League of Legends team is the red team, and we do get to watch ban and pick phase, which, if you guys don't know, this is actually my favorite phase, because a lot of strategy goes into ban and pick. So this is how ban and pick works. It's going to be that blue team bans one, red team bans two, blue team bans one, and then it's going to go, and then the first two champions of each team will be selected. So it's going to be ban two, pick two, ban three, pick three, I believe. Or do you, wait, no, it's two, it's two. If I'm wrong here, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's two though. Alright, so it looks like they're going to be getting Urgot out of there very, very quickly. They don't want to deal with Urgot. However, our team did ban Talon, so Talon's very threatening if you can play Talon correctly. However, it's very clear that the opponent's team did feel very threatened by that Urgot, and so they decided to ban him. I'm actually going to get rid of the overlay. Oh, fast. Alright, so we can just see this whole screen. I may be working on an overlay for this screen as well, so that'll be fun. More work. Yay. Alright, there goes Lux. So it looks like our team is, because we're going to get second pick here, it looks like our team is deciding that if we can't pick if we can't pick Lux first, then we're just going to straight out ban her. I do know our mid laner personally, and she does play a lot of champions. She's very good. Alright, there goes Rengar and jungler. Our jungler actually is a phenomenal Rengar. It is ban 3. And it is not that great that Rengar did get a ban, so. It also appears that ADC was banned with Jhin. Our ADC is actually a really good Jhin player, and of course this is of course being used against them. So it looks like they're going to be picking Senna. This is of course just to outpick our team. Because as long as they're able to outpick us, then they have nothing to worry about. However, our first pick is going to be a Yasuo. Yasuo can set up wind walls and is once again a very deadly champion if you know how to use Yasuo. He's broken. That's all I have to say about Yasuo is he's broken. Alright, so our junglers will be picking. They may pick for another lane. Alright, so they're going to be grabbing a Darius. It looks like they may have picked for the top laner. It may be of the Darius, they will be playing Darius. We'll just have to see. This, of course, is also the case with Senna. Senna's a support, and you can trade champions. So it looks like we'll be singing a Kha'Zix jungle. That's going to be fun to remember. I'm sorry if I don't know champion names. I'm not as experienced as other players, so I am learning very quickly. Alright, so we got a Fizz middle. Well, that's gonna be fun. I haven't played much as Fizz. Or I played against Fizz. I think I played Fizz once in a ARAM. Alright, so our mid laner is going to be going their tried and true, their main, Nico. They're really good Nico. Just gotta say, if Nico's able to land her combo, she can be deadly. Alright, they're banning Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger. How do you say that? But they're banning Heimerdinger. I hope that's correct. if it's not. Start timing. It's not hermiting here. League of Legends is some weird champion names. We also did Banny Olaf. See, like, League of Legends is so special. There goes Ezreal. So there goes Ezreal. Looks like they're going to be shutting out their ADC. It's actually really going to be a good strategy to just shut out ADC for the last few picks, or actually, sorry, not picks, bans here. Just try and keep the ADC from picking something that they will destroy it. Alright, they're banning Vayne as their last pick, so they're kind of limiting the opponent's ADC to what they know, I bet. Which is actually going to be really good. Yeah, Ezreal. And they got over here. I was actually talking to the players before this match started, and they were just gonna pick Udyr to troll. Oh, there's Caitlyn. That's my main. I main Caitlyn. That's the only champion I know anything about. So there's Diana. Diana's most likely gonna be their jungler. Lee Sin is also probably gonna be the jungle here. We're also seeing a bard. How do I know this is gonna be Gavin? Are they not trading? Oh, looks like they got done. Wait, are they done trading already? Oh, wow, okay. That was fast! Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, dude. Control. Alright, this is great. So right now, it looks like we're gonna be having top Diana and a Darius. Jungle's gonna be Kha'Zix and Lee Sin. Mid lane is going to be Fizz and Nico. ADC is going to be Caitlyn and Bard. And then finally, the support champions will be Senna and Yasuo. Support Yasuo. That's gonna be interesting. I do play a lot of Caitlyn. It's probably the only champion I'm gonna be able to like dissect the build for. So you know. I will say this now that League of Legends is a game that is literally for everybody. You can pick it up anytime, and it's free, totally 100% free. I'm just rambling until that 2 minutes is up, actually 3. League of Legends is completely free, and it is one of my favorite things because it's not like most free-to-play games and it's pay to win. This game is completely free, and the only thing you have to pay for are skins, emotes, little legends, which are like little pets that follow your champion around during matches, wards, and excess rune pages, and that's the only thing that this game really requires you to pay for. Which is really nice. There's no advantages to like, oh, my character's gonna have like a 0.5% higher attack from choosing skin. This isn't League. League is a very fair game. As long as you don't pick up overly broken champion, Yasuo. We're gonna see some action. We're gonna see some more Senna, which is gonna be fun because once again, I haven't seen a lot of Senna. She released not so long ago. Of course, now this season coming up is gonna be a really jam-packed season because League is 10. League turned 10, so League's getting old. Oh boy, made me go do that. Alright, so it looks like we actually got that's interesting. So our team is actually will be running Barrier and Exhaust, and the opponent's team has 2 heals on them. So normally when choosing summoner spells, it's a very tedious thing, and there's normally at least one champion with heal. However, our team's set up right now, we don't have any heal, we actually have Barrier and Exhaust. Is that Barrier? Is that the name of this? I can't check. I'm pretty sure it's Barrier. I think it's one of the ones you start with. And of course, the opponent's team do have 2 champions with heal. This is going to be a very interesting matchup here as well. I guess since I have time still, we're talking about the champions now. I don't know a lot about Diana. I've seen some gameplay of her. I use her a lot in TFT, not gonna lie, I love TFT. Diana's actually a jungler a lot of the times. She's classified as an assassin, I believe. Yeah, she's classified as assassin. Darius, of course, is he Ione? He's not Ione. What is Darius? I don't remember. Lore is escaping me. Darius is I believe he's a berserker character. So we're having Assassin going up against Berserker, so a character that can deal damage and a character that can take a lot of damage. So we're gonna see how this goes. Kha'Zix will be the opponent's jungle. I don't know a lot about Kha'Zix. He is from the Void, so I do know their lore. He is from the Void. He's an assassin as well, I believe. So that's gonna be interesting. 2 assassins on their team. Oh, wait, I need to turn on the overlay. Alright. Alright. So, let's see here. Nico, okay, sorry, jumping around. Lee Sin. Has a lot of stuns. You can't see clearly. He was featured, one of the featured champions that appeared in, I believe he was in Legends Never Die, which is one of my favorite songs, so you know, it's fun. Oh, it's not your skin. That's gonna be fun to see. Oh boy. I love skins. Makes it hard for me to remember which champions which. Look at that dog! I'm gonna get so distracted just by that dog. Oh dear god. So yeah. Oh, Caitlyn doesn't have any skins. Caitlyn has some fun skins. I love I love Pulsefire Caitlyn. I love her Monster Hunter skin. I think Nico has a grand total of 3 skins. Alright, so they're moving in. Caitlyn, of course, is going to get that disguise off Nico, so it looks like we're going to come in for an early attack. Looks like Caitlyn will be the first to die. Oh, no, she flashes out of there. Kha'Zix did get rooted. Looks like Kha'Zix will die, actually. Fizz also moved in, so here comes Bard as well. Kha'Zix is on the run. Lee Sin got first blood within a minute. That's phenomenal. However, it is going to cost our Lee Sin at the back. They are having to look out for that Senna as well. That's only a Senna skins. I use English. That's her TK. Is it TKO? It's one of the performer groups. Oh man, I know it's a pun. They all are. The in-game bans are always puns. Like KDA killed that the sis, haha. I do realize these things. Caitlyn's actually gonna have a lot of, okay, so since we're in bot, we're just gonna talk about this. Caitlyn's super slow. She's very strong early game, very strong late game. Not so much mid-game. She's not a mid-game champion at all. In fact, it's probably her biggest fault is that she just kind of falters mid lane, so if you can hold her off in the first phase of the game, keep her from building static and Infinity Edge, she's done. She's done. She also is interesting. Oh wait, that's there goes Caitlyn. Goodbye, Caitlyn. Sad. So laning phase. This is actually our team's doing phenomenal this laning phase. We have very early pushes. It's very clear that some of the champions that the opponents are playing with, they aren't very familiar with. And this is, of course, now allowing our team to get some advantages here. Excuse me, sorry about that. This is me last week, I just yawned every 5 minutes. I don't know why I did that either. Pick up your weapon and face it. Legal Edge. Oh, don't you love it when champions are airborne and their models completely break? Oh man, it's so much fun. So very bad our bottom laners are just like, hey, we're gonna troll because we have a Bard ADC and a Yasuo support. Bard, ADC, Yasuo support. I believe that's how it is. Bard's actually looks like Bard. Oh, so that. Check good. Nothing is happening except them getting wrecked. It looks like Caitlyn may be killed again. There goes Caitlyn. Yep. This Caitlyn isn't keeping her poke up. She's looks like she's trying to evade. So Kha'Zix is going to move in top and maybe get a kill on Darius. Let's see here. Darius, of course, is running for turret. If he can make it under turret and get that Kha'Zix grapple, there goes the Kha'Zix, thanks to our Lee Sin. Lee Sin's a very good jungler. He's also one of those just broken champions.
You got a game plan for the second round, guys?
Alright. Oh, look at little birds. Creature things. So cute. Alright.
Play the best character. I always play the best. What's your best?
Alright, so Kha'Zix is going to move in, try to get a kill on Ego, however, he misses opportunity to do so. Diana is also trying, she's trying to use that new area of brush to her advantage as much as possible. It looks like Yasuo is going to get killed here. It's Caitlyn. She wasn't able to get any abilities off, sadly. However, they are pushing into turret. There's the root. And there's a shutdown in the Yasuo, sadly. However, we do have 3 champions in mid lane. They're going to be pushing that up here a bit. And it looks like Bard and Lee Sin will be rotating bot. Kha'Zix is also going bot. It looks like they're trying to push that up. There's a doggo again. Is this back? Oh, please tell me that's his back, because I love it. It is adorable. Alright, so, Right. So it looks like our top laner is actually getting pushed hard into turret right now, and they are ahead in kills, as well as CS as it appears. Let's check CS. I haven't done that. CS stands for creep score, for those of you who don't know. And creep score, basically the team with the highest creep score is going to be winning the game. It's normally how it goes. However, there are some exceptions. Right now, our top lane is ahead. Our jungle is ahead by 1. Our mid lane is ahead. Their ADC is ahead. However, our support is ahead. I'm beginning to think it's Bard support. It's not. So it looks like Darius and Diana, of course, are utilizing that new area that the game added whenever Rise of the Elements released. And it looks like Darius was able to get a kill. Of course, now he's going to wind his way out of there because he's in the middle of enemy territory. Looks like Lee Sin's fighting Kha'Zix, and they're beginning to move in bottom lane. Just pushing them out. Let's see here. Which jungler's gonna win? Is it Lee Sin or Kha'Zix? It looks like it's gonna. Oh wait! Oh no! It was Lee Sin. Lee Sin won. There goes Senna. Looks like they're about to take out Caitlyn as well. There goes Caitlyn. That was a double kill. Yay! Double kill. Alright, so it looks like Nico almost got a kill on Fizz, and then it looks like they're just going to push on this turret down, you see. Looks like they attempted to move in on that Fizz, however Fizz moved too close to turret before Darius could get to him. Kha'Zix is of course now going to sneak up on our Yasuo, however Yasuo may actually be able to get a kill. There goes the Kha'Zix. Caitlyn's and may move up because now they know where Lee Sin is. Lee Sin did throw up a control ward, and it does appear that Caitlyn and Senna are moving in on Yasuo. Alright, so Darius got his grapple. Looks like he may be able to take out the Diana. It looks like, despite the fact that Yasuo's barely hanging on, looks like they're going to take out Caitlyn again. And here comes Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix may get a shutdown here. There goes Senna, and there goes Kha'Zix. Lee Sin is just hanging on. Just hanging on to dear life. That's all you can do sometime in League of Legends. Oh, it's a global. Oh, I am so sorry. Top laners, both top laners have their ultimate. Our jungler has their ultimate. Their jungler's 2 levels away from gaining their ultimate. Both mid laners have their ultimate. Our ADC has their ultimate. Their ADC is 2 levels away, and our support has their ultimate. Their support is 1 level away. Now, the ultimate is the strongest ability of a champion, and their ultimate can only be upgraded at level 6, 11, and 16. I believe. I think that's correct. The ultimate, of course, now is going to be determining the kit of the champion, and normally it either makes or breaks a champion for the most part. So we see so forward. It's like once I start yawning, I just can't stop. Oh, there's the doggo. Stop! See the doggo animation, Diana. So actually getting a wind wall to block Caitlyn and Senna from turret. Yasuo's wind wall is one of his main abilities that you'll see thrown out from him. And basically once wind wall's out, no abilities can pass through a wind wall. That's fun, being a ranged champion fighting a Yasuo. Nico's gonna throw the ult and get rid of that fizz. However, there goes Darius, killed by the Kazakhs. There goes Caitlyn, killed by Bard. And there goes Diana, who actually probably took recoil from Darius. And there goes Senna. I didn't see who killed Senna. It was one of these 3 down here. So it looks like we may actually be able to get a 10-minute pushdown on the bottom turret. Let's see here. Looks like Lee Sin is just going to keep pursuing this turret until it targets him. It looks like Lee Sin's, of course, now Lee Sin's going Krugs. Krugs are the most evil jungle camp ever. A jungle camp is basically any group of monsters or monster in general that spawns in the jungle. The Krugs are the most evil. I die to Krugs the most in this game mode and TFT, so you know, I don't like Krugs. He left a Raptor, which is honestly very strategic because when you leave one of them, it's gonna take that camp longer to respawn. I believe they took Cloud. Oh, let's double check. I can't wait. It's not giving me the alert that they took Cloud. I believe Lee Sin took blue. It looks like we're going to see some fighting between Nico and Fizz here. Fizz could have killed Nico there if he kept up his pursuit, probably. Darius is moving in on Diana. He may be able to get a kill here. Looks like it wasn't. The turret got in his way. It looks like this may be the first turret to fall down here on bottom. Let's see here. There it goes. When that turret fell, that opened up Yasuo to move in both on Senna and Caitlyn. There goes Senna. Maybe get a kill on Caitlyn here. No, she dodged his airborne. I'm forgetting names. Of course now Bard is gonna stun that Kazakhs. Oh yeah, we are ahead in kills from the very beginning. I just forget we switched to red team. I'm always looking for blue team stats, and we're not blue team. That was actually Caitlyn's E there. That was a very poor placement of Caitlyn's E. Caitlyn's E, if placed correctly, can actually send you over walls. And it also slows enemies, and it gives you a free headshot, which is Caitlyn's passive. That was a very poor placement of her E. I'm just gonna trash talk this Caitlyn the entire time, because that's the only champion I know how to play. I want to learn more. Has to know a lot about Nico. I play League a lot with the Nico player currently playing Nico, so I do know a bit about Nico. I do know that when Nico first released, she was very broken, extremely broken. Most champions when they first release are extremely broken. Yumi, Senna. We actually have a lot of new champions. We've seen a lot of new champions this match, actually. Oh, it looks like Lee Sin caught on to where the Kazakhs was and took him out. Or attempted to kill him. It looks like they're going to be trying to domino in mid lane and just take out another mid turret. Alright, this is the first mid turret, not another. Oh, Caitlyn missed her kill. Pikes for him. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Alright, so looks like Bard's going through shop, deciding their items. Missing all the action. That's not a double, sadly, but that was 2 kills on the opponent's team. There goes the first middle lane turret. They may decide to domino up top and help Darius take out that first one up top. Maybe not. Looks like Lee Sin just missed that Fizz. And sadly, because he missed the Fizz, looks like he's going to get killed by the Kha'Zix. Nico missed her root. However, Nico got her ult out and did a lot of damage to that Kha'Zix. Looks like Caitlyn's going to be targeting that Nico. However, Lee Sin did step in the way of Caitlyn's ultimate. Caitlyn's ultimate's a very special ultimate because you can't dodge Caitlyn's ultimate. The only way to quote-unquote dodge Caitlyn's ult is for somebody else to step in front of it. However, that was a lose-lose. It was either Lee Sin or Nico. They were both really low, and neither of them could have tanked that attack. So it looks like Diane has caught on to Darius, probably because the ward recently died there, and the embers of the ward is still there. Because there goes the bit of that ward. Yasuo's airborne did hit the Kha'Zix, and it looks like they're planning on moving in here and pushing down that final turret, but the first turret in top. So there goes the Diana, there goes the Kha'Zix. Void names are so fun. Like I said, League of Legends has like 5 realms. There's Ionia. There's Piltover, which is where Caitlin's from. There's Demacia. There's the Void. The Void has the most fun name because it's where you get Kha'Zix and Kai'Sa. And Void characters. And Vel'Koz. They're all too simple names. They're fun.
Yeah, good job, Paul. Good job.
I'm just going to be bugging myself until I figure out what these other lands are. Actually, it's in Runeterra, the main continent that the story of League of Legends talks about is here. There's also Freljord, which is where Ashe comes from, in legends and gods like Volibear and Kindred. So I also play a lot of Kindred. Looks like there's another Dragon Death, and it looks like there's a turret in middle. Alright, there goes the Fizz, and the Oceans bring life. So basically, Ocean Drake is now in effect. Once again, this is part of Rise of the Elements, the new preseason update for League of Legends. And that was a double kill on the Caitlyn. Basically, in Rise of the Elements, depending on which dragon I believe the team has killed the most, that's the way the devs explained it. It's probably not how it's actually working right now. The terrain will alter. Right now, the Ocean Drake is in effect, and so more plants and bushes have spawned in the jungle for players to hide in. Alright, so it looks like Bard's gonna be killed by a turret here. And it looks like it may be the same for Nico. Yeah. Alright, so you're seeing here. Oh, they're done. Okay, so 3 minutes left. Got it. Alright, 20-minute game. So you're seeing here. I'm just watching at this point.
Are you sure? Hey, then let's do it. Me and you do it. I'm coming.
Alright, there's Caitlin's Q. Fairview just cannot back. So you're seeing here, it looks like the opponent's team is going to be pursuing this Darius and may decide to push top lane, while Yasuo and Senna are going to be battling out and the blue base. It also appears that Yasuo's going to try and take his turret. Of course, now the opponent's team does move down. Yasuo does take out a turret. We're going to be watching this Kha'Zix and Lee Sin here. There goes Kha'Zix. Our team's moving in. It looks like we are open to take an inhibitor. There goes the Fizz. We're seeing some more stuff here. So it appears Yasuo has a static shiv on him, which would be really good for Yasuo. Looks like there goes inhib is at 25%, and there goes inhibitor. our team is free to invade now, and super minions are about to start spawning. You scared me. Don't do that. What was your opinion on that match?
I thought the match was pretty good. They tried really hard, but we just came out on top. You know, had some good plays there. Got him pushed in really early game. It was really hard for him to make a comeback. Didn't really give him much wiggle room, so I thought it was a good game. Had a good team. Everyone did their part. I just glad to put another win on the board, I guess.
Yeah. Man, don't you like that Goodyear in the first game? That was the ADC player. Came in here. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be the final push for our team. So, yep, there it goes. There is the inhibitor. That was 2 wins for VBHS. Please come watch the next few live streams. We'll be moving into the final few live streams before the main tournament and finale of the season start. So, be setting your dates. Once I get more information on when playoffs will be, I will make sure to tell you guys. It's registering defeat because I don't know. I was just a spectator, I guess, because it tells you whatever the blue team got. So, yeah, remember, if you are interested at all in the Fork Knife Tournament, please go check our Twitter. There'll be lots of information on that. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Keep in mind that League of Legends is a free-to-play game, and anybody can learn to play League. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next